Alright, I've got another trade recap for you boys. So this is the trade I took yesterday. Let's go over it. Now, it was a no news Monday. I was just chilling. I was looking at odd JPY, right? Okay, chill Millie. We have all this bearish movement from the tariffs again, so I'm not trying to go long at all until we see like a daily break of structure or something. And then we had completely destroyed these lows, and we had these lows down here and some more like fair value gap and lows down here on the daily. And then 4 hour we were bearish. 1 hour I was actually, so yeah, I lost this trade. I kind of saw that there was a bit of a liquidity sweep pre-market, but let's go over the other two pairs. So USD/JPY, I was not trading that because what is this price action? I'm not trying to trade that, so I just dumped that out of there. And then GJ, I didn't actually take a trade, but I put this thing here, and I'll explain that later. And then again, we had destroyed all these lows here, and we had these lows down here which I thought were going to get taken out, but apparently not. They might still get taken out this week, we'll see. And then yeah, same type of thing here. There was actually a better entry on GJ, so yeah, same thing. We had a bit of a liquidity sweep pre-market, and then a bit of a retrace into, okay, I don't know what this, yeah, we have a fair value gap here which was respected with this candle, as we can see. And then it looks to see that it actually came back in here, looks like it. And then yeah, we had retrace into fair value gap, moves down, retrace into equilibrium, and then we had the 1 hour liquidity sweep. I don't know that. Oh. And then we had, one sec. Really. Alright, I'm back. So we had the liquidity sweep, I thought, and then I was really just trying to mark out something. It was kind of like forcing a trade a little bit. Anyway, GJ was looking better, the price action here. We see liquidity sweep, and then the order block, which is the orange line, and then the breaker block, and then market opens. We see retraces into the 5 minute, we see break of structure right here. Could have entered, stops 4 pips above the high, but I actually entered on odd JPY. So we had the same liquidity sweep type thing, and then yeah, 15 minute we had a fair value gap, equilibrium, breaker block, order block. We had all 4 confluences, so I was actually really happy with this trade. But yeah, it comes up, and then another thing which I should have saw was this bad price action here. I should have just not traded that, because that kind of means that we'll have a bit of a move down and then retrace back up. And yeah, I entered with the break of structure here, 4 pips above the high, and stop TP1 at this low, and then TP2 down here. I wanted actually a third take profit here, but my position was a bit big. I wanted to risk $6 on this trade. I'm trying to risk $6, as I said in the last video, but because there was so much pips, like 40 pips stop loss, which is bigger than usual, I had to risk the minimum amount, which was $5 per trade, so lost like $10 for 2 trades. And then yeah, the better entry was actually on GJ, because look, if I enter off the breakup structure, same stop loss 4 pips above, TP1 at these lows, that's already a better risk reward. So that's one thing I could have done better. And I actually did want to enter here, but I had stops above the high for 1-to-1, and then I looked at it and it was like $10 for this one trade, and I'm like, hell no, am I doing that? And that would have not even hit anyway. So yeah, that was the first way I could have made this trade better. Anyways, let's just check the price action here. Let's see what price did. So because we've had so much down moves, I guess I should have seen that with all these down moves there's going to be a bit of a retracement, and then we did get that. We filled this big fair value gap here, a couple hours in New York session and everything. So probably shouldn't have been going short. I guess the rest of this week I'll probably be trying to hit some shorts targeting these lows. But yeah, if we continue retracing up, just trading with Trump's new tariffs and everything is going to be really hard. So maybe I'll just be careful and not take as much trades this week. But yeah, I was a bit unlucky. I had good confluence and everything. Anyways, let's see if I can try to spot something. Alright, so yeah, we're moving down. Swept out. Liquidity here. Liquidity down here. So yeah, daily lows were being taken out. Of course we have these like major lows down here, but because we've already taken out these lows all down here and this low here, probably we've already swept so much liquidity. And then yeah, this huge down move, we had to make a up candle on the daily. Let's see if I could have taken longs though. Alright, so let's just get rid of all this. Alright, so market opens 1 hour bullish, expecting a fair value gap there, and then go on the 15 minutes since the 4 hours bearish. We get yeah, there's not much confluence here. We do get a 15-minute fair value gap that got respected nearly. Then we get huge up moves out of that. That's the candle that stopped me out. It's actually kind of funny. I was watching the trade, it was going down, it was looking nice, and I'm like, yes, I'm the best trader, and then this one candle just stops me out. It's sad, but it's kind of funny, I guess. You know, you win some, you lose some. Anyways, market opens, we get dips down into 15-minute fair value gap. We go on the 5-minute and we get breaker structure, and then we can also, for better entry, we could enter off of here, dip down, see a 1-minute breaker structure, or just 1 minute up moves out of that. Yeah, we get a dip down, or that first dip, get a bit of an up candle out of that, dip down again, get more up moves, boom, enter off of that, stops, we'll go 2 pips below, just for some room. And then TP up here, that got smashed. TP anywhere really, all the way up here for a 1 to 14. Easy trade. Nah, but realistically, where would we have our TP, to be honest? Yeah, main TP here at these highs, and then make that green. Grand, and then boom, fair value gap there. We could have take profit 1, middle of the fair value gap, and then TP2 of these highs. Would I have seen that? I mean, maybe. That is the winning trade I just found, I guess. But yeah, I guess it's just a learning opportunity. I'm gonna pay more attention to the markets now and keep learning. I'm gonna keep back testing, and I've got a 1 week break, so I'm gonna be using this to just lock in on my trading. I've got a standing desk, so I'm just gonna be standing here typing away, okay, investing in Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying? I've been looking at all the markets. I want to invest in S&P because look, it is so low right now, so cheap. And then yeah, look at this, it has just been going up for ages. Why not invest when it's low? That's what I'm saying. But my broker does not allow that. It allows Bitcoin and Ethereum. US dollar. Hey bro, Trump said we're gonna win so much, they're gonna be tired of winning. Even though I'm in Australia, I can invest in the USD. Hey man, I'll see. But that's the trade recap. If you guys enjoyed, don't make the same mistakes I did. Trade safely this week, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.